Hi, I'm Jeff Tweedy, and the one song I wish I wrote is Before Tonight by Soul American.
Stuck with today before tonight.
I'd like to think I could have written that, but I didn't. To remind myself I didn't write that song. I've written enough songs. I don't feel a lot of remorse when I find a song that I wish I'd written. I did try and pick a song that I feel like was there in the atmosphere for me at the same time. I could have possibly written it, growing up at the same period, being roughly the same age as the people that did write it, having a lot of the same influences, growing up in the same part of the country. I try not to be too aspirational, like, oh, I wish I'd written Imagine. There aren't too many songs that I love that I don't think I wish I'd written that. But I've always been really fond of this song, and wanting to hear it again almost immediately after you've listened to it is a sign of a great song. I mean, the melody is always a pretty central part of what makes a great song, but in this case, I think the lyrics really stand out without the melody even as a poem. I find it really affecting. It's a song I feel like covering because I feel like I could sing it convincingly because the lyrics have so much resonance for me. Chance before choice, a song before a voice, a lamp before a light, stuck with today before tonight. The lyric, at least before at last, gets to something that I feel is this sense of yearning, really. I don't know, this like just desire. We all desire something. We all long for something, and we all become frustrated from time to time at our inability to capture what we want. This song does a particularly great job of capturing that yearning. Songs move through time. All songs have that advantage over a lot of other art forms because it marks time as you listen to it. And then when there's an added component of the lyrics actually addressing that fact, it seems like the perfect medium for confronting the ineffable nature of what is it? What is time? How do we cope with it? Why does it not move at the same pace all the time, even though it technically does? And is it real? Did we invent it? I don't really think of any of those deep questions when I listen to this song, though. I just think that it's beautiful. I don't remember exactly the first time I heard this song. I know that I listened to this song with Jim O'Rourke. We were both fans of Soul American, but I think I had heard it before then. Soul American was a great band of weirdos from Illinois that put out all kinds of different music. They were just smart, sensitive artists. A lot of them were involved in other types of art, like visual arts, and I don't remember much of seeing them perform, possibly because they performed in the dark a lot, and they played pretty quiet. I think I took it for granted, because they were based in Bloomington, and so there might have been a band that I thought I'd see a whole lot. I don't know if I paid as much attention to them as I should have, but I liked their records a lot, and I think at the time I felt like their shows could be a bit freeform and a little bit of a mess sometimes. A lot of the times those shows would be like this glacial country music that was performed without almost any reverence whatsoever for the audience. Almost as if they would be doing this in their living room, whether you were there or not. And I think now I would appreciate it a lot more based on how much they've come to mean to me, I'm always sort of upset when I find out that not that many people know who they are. Well, actually, it's one of the reasons I thought about doing it for this is because I think that this is a way to use whatever microphone I have to champion a band that I think people could benefit from. Soul American is due for some reissues and some reappreciation. I'll start a reissue label. Heard it here first. That's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life.